Welcome to Talking Crew, the unofficial Motley Crue podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Humphrey, where I talk all things in the world of Motley Crue. This is episode 100 this week, ranking the Motley Crue stage costumes 83 to 89. But first, this weekend Motley news, quite a bit of it. Nikki Sixx posted on Monday on social media that rehearsals have begun for the Vegas shows. This is freaking awesome. Plus, he posted some pictures of the rehearsals as well. John 5 also posted a little video of his rig rundown that he's taken to Vegas as well. So this is absolutely freaking awesome. Plus, on the Nikki picture that he posted, I saw the lyrics to the song On With The Show, so they're at least rehearsing that song. Does it make the actual set list? Who knows? We'll find out when we get to September the 12th, which is next Friday. My birthday, by the way. John Corabi is in the news this week. He posted on Monday that he will play, actually he played it last night, at the legendary Whiskey Go-Go in Los Angeles, California on August the 28th. If you went to this show, write me a comment down below. I'd love to know. It was an acoustic show. He also posted on social media some pictures of him actually in the studio finishing up and recording his new solo album. Plus, he did a little video as well talking about the new solo album, the Whiskey Go-Go show. Again, I can't wait for this as well. It's been a while since we've had a John Corabi solo album, so I'm actually really anxious to hear this. And that's it in Motley news this week. If you hear that bumping, that is not me, that's my neighbor. He waits until I come home on Fridays and start playing that junk. But so, sorry. Alright, so that's it in Motley news. This is episode 100, ranking the Motley Crue stage costumes 83 to 89. On this week's episode, it's a celebration episode of 100 episodes. So I hope you brought your party hats, your kazoos, the confetti, put the bubbly on ice, all that good stuff. Cake and ice cream, all that great. But I also have a topic. I'll go to the celebration at the end. So let's start with the topic. Now, I haven't done a ranking since the Tommy Lee series, where I ranked Tommy Lee's drum solos, which is episode 80, in case you missed that one. So I thought I'd do a ranking of something very different. I think Motley Crue's stage costumes, especially in the 80s, got talked about a lot. Me looking at pictures on magazines and studying every little inch of their costume. So like I said, Motley Crue was a trendsetter before the word even existed, through album covers, logos, and stage costumes. Everybody wanted to look and sound and dress like Motley Crue. Kiss, Dawkins, almost all the LA bands around that time wanted to look like Motley Crue. And they were ahead of everybody else. When they came out with Shout at the Devil, everybody started looking like that. The next album, Theater of Pain, they went glam. And then everybody was like, well, I guess we're going to have to look like that too. And then when everybody was looking like that, Motley stripped it down to the girls costume. So, well, we got to get leather jackets now. And then when they did Dr. Feelgood, everybody looked like a hodgepodge of different costumes of Motley Crue ideas. Also, Bon Jovi, a lot of people started wearing blue jeans on stage and stuff like that. So let's go. I'm going to start with number 4 and go up to number 1. Plus, I have a little mention of somebody that may have not looked his best on the greatest look, or what I think looked cool back in the day. So let's go. I love all these costumes, don't get me wrong. But yeah, so let's get this one going. Start off with number 4, and that is, as I look at my phone, the girls costumes. This looked really cool, especially when I became a massive Crue fan, although it exploded during Dr. Feelgood. The first album I bought was Girls, and yeah, posters, and I started buying magazines and all that good stuff as they went off. There we go. So Vince looked really cool. I mean, black pants, leather pants. He had those little tassels towards the bottom. This kind of a fishnet kind of shirt that he cut the sleeves off. The red bandana. He had gloves. Those looked really cool. Then you get to Tommy. Again, he just wore pants and tennis shoes. Sometimes a suspender. I'm guessing because it was hot behind those drums with all the fire and pyro going off on a nightly basis. And then you get to Mick. And Mick, blue jean jacket, like kind of cool. I had one. Black pants and white boots. It looked cool, but now looking back at it, it's not that great compared to the other 3. So that's why it's at number 4. And then we get to Dr. Feelgood. Let me find a better picture that I was really wanting to share. All right, so here's this one. Dr. Feelgood comes in at number 3. Again, Vince looks really cool. He had that spider web long sleeve shirt, gloves, black leather pants, bandana around his head. You got Tommy, went even shorter. He was in basically his underwear with suspenders. Then you got Nikki, who would come out with a vest sometimes. Sometimes he didn't have the vest. And underneath it would be suspenders and black leather pants. He would wear gloves. Sometimes he wore a bandana on his head. And then you get to Mick Mars. Again, he didn't put a whole lot of thought in his stage costume. Black t-shirt, usually Harley Davidson, black blue jeans, which I had a pair back in the day. Some wristband, a bandana. He didn't really go out like the other 3. And sorry, Mick, I'm not picking on you. It's just the way I see it. All right, so coming in at number 2 is the Theater of Pain costumes. I love these costumes. It's the first time I saw Motley Crue was the music video Smoking in the Boys' Room. Vince, again, looks really cool. He has these like chaps and kind of polka dot underwear and all this kind of stuff. Vest looks really cool. The bandana, his hair was almost kind of a blondish white at the time. Nikki looked really cool. First time I saw him, like I said, is the music video, and this is what he wore, the stripes. Kind of a jumpsuit looking thing. The first thing I thought of was Steven Tyler of Aerosmith, because I was already listening to Aerosmith at this time. And I thought, well, this is a cool tip of the hat to Steven Tyler. And I was right. Nikki's a huge Aerosmith fan. Then we get to Tommy. Tommy has pants and a vest, a little more clothed than the other 2, but he always looked really cool. Sometimes stripes, like leopard stuff, tiger stripes. There was times where he would wear purple, which was actually cool looking. And then you get to Mick, again, all black. Sometimes it would have some bluish kind of colors to it. I liked his look on this one. He actually looked like he participated in the stage costumes. And then, last but not least, is the number 1, and that is the Shout at the Devil costumes. I still love these costumes. I look at these pictures of them in that time period, and I look and I'm like, oh wow, look at that. I've never seen that. That's another great thing about the Cruiseum. You get to see bits and pieces of some of these costumes that they wore. They all had a colored theme. I thought was really cool at the time as well. Kind of grayish, red and black. Kind of reminds me of early Kiss. They would do silver and black, or even Striper years later came out with the yellow and black attack. So it kind of, everybody looked unified at that time. So that's my number one. So that's it for this part. This is a celebration episode. This is 100 episodes. Plus, I've done 21 bonus episodes. That's why you need to hit that subscribe button. You never know when I do a bonus episode. If something breaking news, whether it's in the world of Motley, the actual band, or the band members, like I've done John 5 song reviews, or even announcing the Hollywood Crew takeover. The Hollywood takeover. I'm getting tongue-tied. That music's getting on my nerves. The Hollywood takeover, the announcement of the Cruiseum. All this stuff is bonus episodes. Plus, I did some stuff outside the band. Former band members. I talked about Mick Mars' singles that came out and music videos. I did reviews on those as bonus episodes. John Corabi, same thing with the Dead Daisies stuff. So yeah, that's why you need to hit that subscribe button. I don't promote it. I just put it out there and it does whatever it wants to do. So again, that's why you need to hit that subscribe button. So I hope everybody has enjoyed 100 episodes of Talking Crew. I can't believe I've done 100 episodes. But here's the thing, I'm nowhere near done. We got Vegas shows to talk about, the first two and the new one that's coming up. We got MTV rockumentary, The Rise of Motley Crue, Motley Feuds. I'm really anxious, can't wait to talk about that, where they go head to head against other bands back in the day. Well, even now with Nikki and Eddie Vedder. Yeah, just all kinds of stuff still to talk about. The NFL draft performance. Yeah, there's just first demos of Motley Crue did back in 1981. I'm going to talk about the leather record version of Too Fast for Love. I just noticed I've not talked about that. Really. I briefly mentioned it in episode 3, but I didn't do an album review. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to revisit the studio albums and actually rank the songs on the albums. So I can't wait to do that. That's really going to be tough. There's a lot of stuff. Again, still stuff to talk about. The Mick Mars series, although it's going to be short and sweet, just 2 episodes. The John Corabi series, talking about Scream, the Union band, a band that I just discovered a couple of weeks ago called 24/7, which is actually an all-star band with him, Bobby Blotzer of Rat, and a member of Danger, and I just drew a blank who it was. But yeah, 24/7, and then we got his solo albums, his book, The Dead Daisies. So yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about. John 5 series, Rob Zombie. We got to talk about Marilyn Manson, David Lee Roth when he was in that band, plus his solo albums. The tribute to Randy Castile episode is still coming. So yeah, a whole lot of stuff to talk about. All about this band called Motley Crue. It's their world. We just live in it. So yeah, that's it for this week. Homework this week. You rank the stage costumes 1 through 4 or 4 through 1, whichever way you want to do it. I just want to hear from you. And that's it for this week. If you know anybody, I'm jumping ahead. Next week is episode 101. I'm going to talk about a compilation album. Motley Crue, Loud as Fudge. Only I didn't say fudge. But if you watch the Christmas Story, you know exactly what I meant on that. I'm going to talk about that compilation album next week. And then, so now, that's it for this week. If you know anybody that's a Motley Crue fan, likes to talk about Motley Crue, hear about Motley Crue, send them this way. Hit that share button, copy the link, and send it to them. Tell them to go on Google, Firefox, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and type in Talking Crue. All the episodes will pop up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button yourself. Give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it, and it helps out the podcast a whole lot. I want to welcome all my new subscribers, whether through YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify. Welcome aboard. Great to have you. Everybody who gives me thumbs ups and does homework questions, love that as well. And that's it. I will see you guys next Friday. And you just took a ride on the wild side.